Here we are in step number 2 of the cornrow braid style. In this step, I will show you how to do a basic cornrow step by step. To begin, you want to make sure that you use your water spray bottle to mist your section of hair you will be working on. You will then detangle your hair with your comb, apply a little bit of hair gel at the beginning of your braid, and then I will show you in detail how to do your own cornrow. Before you begin your cornrow braid, you want to make sure that your section of hair has already been detangled and prepared to do so. This helps to prevent tangles and knots along the way. So what I will be doing is taking my spray bottle, and in my spray bottle I have water with a little bit of olive oil. I will take my spray bottle, give it a shake, and mist the right side of my head to help me part and detangle my hair. Now that you have missed your section of hair, you will be taking your comb and you will part your desired space out for your cornrow braid. The smaller your parts are, the smaller your braids will be. The type of comb that I like to use has 3 separate size teeth on it that serve for different purposes. The teeth here on the right side of the comb are the teeth that are closest together, and this side serves as your typical comb. The teeth here on the left side are the second largest teeth, and the teeth here are helpful for detangling your hair. This is also great for adding more body and bounce to an already straight or curly hairstyle. The teeth here on the bottom of my comb are the farthest apart, and they serve as your typical hair pick. I will be using the teeth to help me part and detangle my hair as I am preparing my hair for my cornrow braid. So what you simply want to do when you're parting is make sure that you follow the direction that your ear has already set. So if I push my hair back here, you see that naturally my hairline curves around my ear. So you want to make sure that as you part your hair, it naturally follows that same curve as well. So I'm going to use the pick side of the comb, and I'm going to insert it here closest to my hairline, and then I'm going to part and follow that same thickness along the edge where my ear is. Now that your hair has been parted, you are going to use your comb to detangle through your section of hair, and then we will take a little bit of hair gel and apply it right in front of our braid to make sure that the hair stays slick as we do our cornrow. Now that you've prepared your hair, I will show you in detail how to do your cornrow braid. To begin your cornrow braid, you want to make sure that you section off a small area of hair that is closest to your hairline. So with my hands, I'm going to simply pinch off a small section from the rest. Once you do that, you're going to take the section that's in front closest to your hairline, and you're going to divide this hair into 3 parts. Each part serves as the leg of your braid. So with your hand, your right hand, you want to have your 3 main fingers on the strand of hair, which is your index, your middle finger, and your thumb. And then the 2 other strands are going to be in your left hand. The outer strand is going to be in between your index finger and your middle finger. And then the middle strand is going to be in between your index finger and your thumb. So now what you want to do is take the index of your right hand, insert it behind the 2 strands of hair. So making sure I hold grip, I take my index, insert it behind the 2 strands, and put my finger through the middle of those 2 strands. And then I hook this outer strand in my hand, and grab a piece of hair from the scalp. So now my right hand has 2 strands now and my left hand has 1. So now I have to take the index of my left hand, insert it into the opening behind the 2 strands of hair. So my index of my left goes behind the 2 strands, and I insert it in through the opening and hook the hair on the outer edge with a little bit of hair from the scalp. So now my left hand has 2 strands of hair and my right hand has 1. Since my right hand has 1, I have to take my index finger, insert it behind the 2 strands, go through the 2 strands, and hook the hair on the outer edge, and also hook some hair from the scalp. Since my right hand has 2 strands, bring my index of my left hand behind the 2 strands, insert it through the opening, and hook the outer strand with a little bit of hair from the scalp. Behind the 2 strands, through the 2 strands, and hook the bottom strand with hair from the scalp. Behind the 2 strands, through the 2 strands, and hook the hair that's on the side with a little bit of hair from the scalp. So now my right hand has 2 strands, so I want to take my index of my other hand, put it behind the 2 strands, through the 2 strands, and hook this bottom piece of hair with some hair from the scalp as well. Once you have braided all the hair on your scalp, you're simply going to continue to braid until you reach the very end. And there you have it, your first cornrow braid. In this step, I showed you how to do your cornrow braid step by step. First, we began by misting a section of our hair and prepared our hair for our cornrow braid. I then showed you in detail how to actually braid your own braid. In the next step, step number 3, I will be sharing with you my tips, tricks, and advice for doing your cornrows.